What is up, everyone? Today, we're going to be talking about Moicano and how he went from a journeyman to a fan favorite in just a few fights and what I think that he should do next. So, Moicano, he is a journeyman, and I don't think that that's an insult. I know a lot of MMA fans think that that's like the worst thing in the world, but I think it's actually good being a journeyman because it gives you like an underdog story. A lot of fans seem to like attach themselves to like underdog, like kind of like Charles Oliveira, that type of fan base. So yeah, he's fought everyone. He lost to Aldo, Ortega, Korean Zombie, Fiziev, got finished I think in all four. But regardless, those are, not the worst losses. He's beat Cub Swanson, beat the hardest hitting 145er Jeremy Stevens, beat Calvin Kattar, beat Jai Herbert, recently beat Drew Dober, finished Jalen Turner, finished Brad Riddell. So he's on a bit of a run. And this may sound kind of similar to someone else's rise to the top. So Jorge Masvidal, I think that both of them are very similar. And I know people, because of how Jorge Masvidal ended his career, are going to be like, what? You don't ever compare him to Jorge Masvidal. But people forget Jorge Masvidal was a very likable guy. Everyone loved him for about like 2 years. But they both have had 3 notable wins in a row to get, the hype and everything back. They both had a second prime. They both were able to win fans over by their personality, their one-liners, the show me the money, 3-piece and a soda, super necessary. They both fought everyone, lost to a bunch of people, so they kind of had that underdog story. And yeah, I think that Jorge made a few mistakes. One of the mistakes that he didn't make, that Moicano kind of also did, is they both just said that they like simple things. Oh, I just like money, I like freedom, and everyone was like, oh yeah, I actually like that too. But where Jorge messed up is he's not a humble guy at all. So in a loss, he doesn't take it very well. Whereas Moicano, he's very humble, he's a very smart guy. And Moicano, when they were on his podcast and he was like, oh, Paddy Pimblett, easy money. Dan Hooker, easy money. Dariush, easy money. They were like, oh, Charles Oliveira? He was like, not so easy money. So he knows who to trash talk and who not to trash talk, to not piss people off. Because people like emotionally attach themselves to Oliveira. And he's like one of my favorite fighters. But anytime anyone trash talks him, people get so angry. So he knows like, okay, I can trash talk this guy because the fan base is going to, kind of get behind me. But if I trash talk this guy, a lot of people are going to be rooting against me. And he's the type of guy where he's lost so many times, he knows how to handle a loss. He's the type of guy to get more fans after a loss because he'll probably be funny, he'll be humble, congratulate the other guy. So I don't think a loss is going to hurt his career because it hasn't so far. Now, what I think that he should do next, he should fight Paddy Pimblett, win or lose. So I know both of them have said that they want to do the Ultimate Fighter, but in my opinion, only if Moicano loses should he do the Ultimate Fighter. Because if he wins, he's 35. I know both guys called for it, but he's 35. He doesn't have much time. So if he wants the title, which I know he said he wants money, that's the easiest way to get money, he's going to have to scrap the Ultimate Fighter. He's going to have to call for it as quickly as possible. If I'm him and I beat BSD, I'm calling for Paddy Pimblett in April, March, maybe even February, as soon as possible. And if he comes off of a win and fights Paddy Pimblett, he gets one more, a title eliminator, probably against a guy like Oliveira, who always fights contenders because the other guys don't. So I think that that's probably the most likely move. If he loses versus BSD, which unfortunately I think will happen, I say that he should do the Ultimate Fighter because unfortunately his title aspirations are going to be kind of gone by then. So he should do the Ultimate Fighter. It'll showcase both of their personalities. They both have the personality type to do good on the Ultimate Fighter. And always being a coach always kind of helps people realize, this is a real person, It shines the fighter in a different light. So yeah, that's what I think. That's who I think he should face, how he got to the top, how he became so likable. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that he wins versus Paddy Pimblett, BSD. But yeah, that's it for me.